What's up, Renee? What's up there, Bobby? What's up, Cheryl? What is that? What's up, Alex? Hey, Lokes, whatever the rest of that is. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Carol. What's up, Debbie? DJ. How's everybody doing today? Welcome into the show. Hey, Pauline. What's up, Kimberly? We're going to get started just here in a second. Waiting everybody to log in. We got Jonathan Short in the house. Kathy, what's up? In the house. What's up, Amanda? What's up, Rita? Hey, Valerie, what's up? Hey, Denise, I see you jumped in. What's up, Dodie? How you doing, man? I'm about ready to do this. I'm about ready to get it started. I'm about ready to get the show on the road. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Cubero, numero, uno. Some of y'all are like, what are y'all talking about? Here comes the drone, dropping us in. The Vital Axiom is officially going live around the world in cyberspace. Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing? Good to see you on the show today. Welcoming in Mr. Jonathan Short in the house.
Hello.
Yay, hello. It wasn't there a song by the Beatles or somebody went like that? Hello. You guys, anybody play HQ? That's what we were. Hey, what's up, Alan Cross? Anybody play HQ? That's what we were talking about. Hey, Joni. Hey, Stu Henson's in the house from South Carolina. We play HQ. They give away $5,000 a day, and then on weekends, like this past Sunday, they gave away $25,000.
Crazy.
Are you good at trivia? Are you guys good at trivia? Go down to the HQ app. It's pretty crazy. Although I've gotten to question 9 through. I got through question 9.
That's way better than me. That's good.
Well, it was just a night where they hit me. You know, what's up, Lynn Holdfield? Hey guys, we're gonna sing a little bit, and I love this song we're doing today. Hey Janet and Aaron, I love this song we're doing today, and I'm gonna get the reverb on. Anything you want to say before we sing?
Y'all just pray for me while I sing.
That's not bringing back memories at all. So
I wasn't prepared to sing anything, but. I took a breath, you breathe your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves at 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so, so good to me. When I felt no worthy, you paid it all for me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves at 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh. The shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves at 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
You done good, son.
Oh, thanks.
You did. You throw it down. How's everybody doing today? Good to see you on the Vital Axiom, and it's Friday, number 656. That's how many shizzos we've done here. And hey, Barbara, how's it going? Hey, Kim. Hey, Don. Hey, Larry. Most people jumped in. I might have missed you. I probably did. Good to have you on. Let me give you a little heads up. No show tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? I'll be out of town, so no show tomorrow. And I might jump up on Facebook or something and say, hey, y'all, or something, but I won't be around. What's up, Curtis? And so no show tomorrow. So, hey, we're talking this week, and we're going to wrap it up today, talking about the journey and this process of pressing through. We've been, I was thinking this morning as I was getting dressed to come down to the office today, and I was thinking about how so much of Christian theology is fantasy. A lot of things that we believe are really just fantasy, and a lot of thanks, Janet. A lot of preachers get up and just preach itching ear stuff. They don't really get down to, hey, what's the reality of life and how we're living, and so therefore we kind of mislead people. We kind of give them ideas that are not real, but for the sake of making them feel good, and it's a huge mistake to make because. I think I need to adjust that camera. It's shooting the ceiling or something.
Can you make me handsome?
That is impossible.
Oh, shoot.
That is impossible. Hey, Chastity. And so I want to talk about the reality of living in this world. So we brought that to the church. And actually, last night I did the second half of that message, which I'll do next week, which really takes this to another level. But I want to just talk about the reality of living in the world we live in, and that we're going to go through stuff. You ever gone through anything?
Yeah.
Did God still love you?
Yeah, he did.
He didn't hate you or anything?
No.
Did it make him less powerful somehow?
No.
I mean, we get these ideas from these TV preachers and stuff that everything's always smooth sailing and there's never any kind of problems. And it's like I posted a meme today that said, "You're waiting on God to use you while He's waiting on you to be usable." We just think that we're all just, hey man, I'm just perfect, and God, no, we're not. We got issues and things, and we've got to grow and change. And so we talked about it all week long. We talked about how Jesus prayed over his disciples and said, don't take them out of the world. What? Leave them in it. We don't go into a vacuum when we become a Christian. We live in the world. We have stuff going on. And I quoted a famous philosophical preacher, theologian named Dory.
Hey. She's my favorite.
Just keep
She's
swimming.
got more sense than some preachers.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That's what we're talking about. You got to press on. I'm pressing in. Paul said, I press toward the mark of the high call of God. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm moving forward. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to press. I'm going to push. I'm going to keep pushing on. And sometimes I feel like I really got to push. How about you?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, man, today is not happening spiritually. Today's not happening emotionally. Today's not. That's why I just fall on God. Have you ever heard the prayer that David prayed? He said, hear my cry, O God. Attend unto my prayer. From the ends of the earth do I cry unto you. When my heart is overwhelmed.
Lead me to the rock.
There's a destination, right? Lead me to the rock. So we're going to have those moments in our life. We're going to have them. And sometimes they're going to be really difficult. And you got to press in. You got to push through. You need the strength of God to do it, of course, not on your own. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to lean into the process. Old Sandra's so committed. Look at her. Every day she's posting that. She's looking at this tight shot. I'm sitting here bumping elbows because we can't really do anything else, and wants to help us get a new camera system. Thank you so much, Sandra. I'm going to lean. I'm also going to learn. I'm going to learn the process. I'm going to learn. What's up, Nathan? Hey, James. I'm going to learn the process, and so that next time I'll even do better. I'm going to grow, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to lay up treasures in heaven. And I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to turn around. I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to whine about my circumstances. And I asked this question to the church last Wednesday. I said, hey, did you believe it would be easy? Did you believe Christianity would be easy? I think some people did. They thought it would be no big deal. Did you believe you would not be resisted? That the enemy wouldn't want your soul back to try to damn you to hell? I mean, did you believe that the enemy would just give up and say, well, they're a Christian now, let's leave them alone? Did you believe that you would get out of life? I mean, I think some people believe that. I got saved, no more life. That's not true. And sometimes the climb gets steeper. I'm just being honest with you. I know, but don't be honest. I'm being honest with you. Sometimes the climb gets steeper because we are resisted, and the Bible says we're aliens in this world, and that we are persecuted, and all the things that happen for His name's sake. I mean, you got to get that. Let's read that scripture to you. Jesus said about His disciples, I pray not, and I underlined that in my notes, I pray not that you should take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from evil. They are not of this world, even as I am not of this world. Sanctify them through thy word is truth. So I want you to think about this. Jesus wants you to stay in the world. And he wants to keep you from evil. He wants to keep you from evil in the world that you don't get involved in and process in evil. But he wants to keep you in the world because the reality of it is, what's the point if you're not going to be here to be effective, to shine the light, to be the salt of the earth? You're here to do those things, and we've got to understand that's what Jesus wants. We got to hold on to what we believe. Paul told Timothy, I know in whom I have believed, and I'm convinced that he is able to guard what I have entrusted to him against that day. Philippians chapter 1, verse 6 says, being confident of this very thing, that he who began to work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. We got to be ready. We got to be ready to face some stuff. And it's not that I'm excited about facing things. I don't want to face stuff any more than anybody else does. But I don't want to be a person who's deceived into thinking that every day of my life is just going to be this sweet, wonderful, and the sun's going to shine. It rained all week last week. I hated it. But, there's a process that we go through. And I want to challenge you today to make up your mind and say, I'm not going to give in. To first be realistic about the fact that you're going to face some stuff, that you're going to go through some things. Tell Jude, we said hello. What's up, Jude? How's it going, buddy? What does he say? He wants to know what the preacher does at night. Well, I go to bed and go to sleep. Right now, I'm remodeling a utility room at my house, so I'll go home and change clothes and break out all the saws and table saws and start working, which is what I hope to do tonight. So, and fire insurance, what is that? Fire insurance is not good if you don't make your payments. Well, the reality of it is a lot of people don't even. I mean, they don't even expect. They don't believe, and they try to confess away. Well, if you just don't say it, if you don't say, it's like think about this. I'm not going to confess that the sun is up. I'm not going to confess the sun is up. I'm not going to confess it. I'm not going to confess it. I'm not going to confess that the sun's going down. You can't change things like that. We live in life, right? I mean, I don't. What was you going to say?
I'm just agreeing with you, man.
You're just mumbling in the background, mumbling. It's spiritual moment, amen.
Amen.
Glory to God. Come on. Amen.
I'm your cheering corner over here. Hype man. If I could play the organ, I'd do it while you were going.
That'd be cool. We have a little bit of, I just say it. Come on. Whoa. So the reality of it is we got to push through to the end. Paul said this, I'm not giving up or turning back no matter what the circumstances or the situation. And he said, well, if God is God, then why do I go through these things? Well, because we live in a cursed world. Get a hold of that. Hey, Dwayne. Good to see Dwayne. I ain't seen him in a long time. Get a hold of the reality that we live in a cursed world. We do. And around us is evil everywhere, every day. And we've got to understand that process. And if we don't, what's going to happen is we're going to live in deception, thinking that God doesn't love us. We're going to live in deception. Hey, Danny, Pastor Danny Smith is in the house right now. And probably concealed. And I'm just saying. And so we've got to understand that life has, but the reality, next week, you got to tune in next week. Some of you just coming in, no show tomorrow. Hey, Gary, you got to tune in next week because we talk next week about being overcomers. Because there's one thing about going through trials. There's another thing about how you go through trials, and that's next week's show. We're going to talk about that. We talked about it last night at church. We're going to talk about that. You can go ahead and watch it if you want. It's on our Facebook page. You can go watch it if you want. There's one thing about going through trials. There's another thing about how you go through trials. I posted a meme yesterday that said, everybody can overcome, but not everybody is an overcomer. And I want you to think about that process. Live the overcomer's life. Because we know they're coming. We know difficulties are coming. We know we're going to have battles and struggles. What are we going to do when they get here? Are we going to be prepared? Now, I'm jumping in next week. I got to quit that because I'm giving it away. So I want you to get that today. If you're going through a difficult time, and I bet many of you are, I don't literally bet. I'm not gambling, but I feel confident that many of you are facing things in relationships, in finances, in health, in culture. You're worried about what's going on politically in our country. Those are things where we got to turn to God and really trust in Him and say that, Lord, you're going to go with me. We quoted a couple scriptures. One was in Isaiah, when you pass through the waters, they won't overflow you, which means you will pass through waters. And when you go through the fire, it won't kindle upon you, which means you will go through the fire. I'll be with you, he said. I've redeemed you. I've called you by my name, child, you're mine. Many may be the afflictions of the righteous, but God's our deliverer. Whatever you're going through in your life, we can attest that God is going to get you through. And I want to say that Jonathan's dad is watching. Give a shout out to Gene Short today. Hey, Brian. So, guys, remember, no show tomorrow. We're out here on that.
Shout out to Brian, too, down at I was at middle school today with those guys, and I hope you got their AC fixed. I hope, man.
Yeah, he said it was 80 degrees in the school down there. But he went down and preached the gospel and shared the love of Jesus with those guys. And work while it is day, because the Bible says night is coming when no man can work. Things are going to change. So we love you guys. Mike Gover's in here, man. It's like we're having like family reunion. What's up, Cindy? Cindy's here. Everybody's jumping in. Hope Jonathan's head is feeling better. He is. He wouldn't be on there if he wasn't.
Good. Yeah.
He had a migraine. He came in and said, man, I don't know if I could be on the show today. And then I said, well, I'm going to have to talk to Jesus or something. You got to get on here. And he did a great job. He's just being kind of reckless.
Hey, I see what you did there.
We got the sillies on today. Good to have you guys on the show. Thanks for all the shout-outs. And listen, I know Sandra posted. If you really do want to, I'll miss you tomorrow too, you guys. If you really do want to, we miss you, Mike. If you really do want to give to the show, you can do that. You can go online to the church's zfm.org, and there's a giving thing there, and you can designate it for the Vital Axiom. And we're starting the process. Maranatha, brother. Hey, Claude. We're starting the process maybe to get a little bit better camera system so we can do a few more things. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to be no TV preacher and promise you that all your debts will be paid if you send me $1,000.
I'll give you my address, too.
It's about time to jam a little bit. Okay, we're finished up a couple seconds. Sort of love you guys. Love you, read guys. Y'all be good. Stay out of trouble. Let's jam out a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to flip over and Jonathan's going to leave. We're going to go eat lunch. See you guys. God bless you.